Alright, so today in this video, we're going to be changing the cowl panel on this 2011 Chevy Colorado. So I just want to show you the state of mine. It is pretty bad, pretty cracked, pretty stiff everywhere where the rubber is. And you can tell right here that there's no rubber seal around this, so the gunk can pretty much get in here, and stuff that's not supposed to be going in there goes in there. Same as the other side. And then finally over here, and it's all cracked on top. There's no rubber seal at all there. Alright, so we're going to start by removing the windshield wipers or arms. So these cap covers are pretty easy to remove. I just stuck my nail under them and pried up. You'll be left with the exposed nut right here, and this one took a 15 millimeter, so I'm going to take these out real quick and we'll move on to the next step. So you can choose to put tape if you want to, but you don't have to. Just know that these don't have the key, or this rotating piece does not have a set key inside of there. So you're gonna have a hard time trying to put it on in how it originally was if you don't tape it, basically. Alright, so I got this tool right here, and we're going to use it to remove these because it takes a bit of pressure to remove them, especially if it's your first time ever removing the wiper arms. It's going to take quite a bit of pressure. Since I've already done this before, it shouldn't be too difficult. But basically, I'm going to do it here live. So I'm going to stick this tool in here like that, these long needle nosed. And you basically just push down on this until it pops off. So let's check this out. Okay, so mine came off pretty easily, but don't expect it to come off easily if it's your first time doing it though. I'm pretty sure I have to remove my antenna as well, so I went ahead and did that. And there's the hole for the antenna, so yeah, that would make sense. Alright, next up, I pretty much just put my fingers underneath on the other side, and I worked my way down here in terms of bringing this up one bit at a time, and then those rivets are going to release, as you can see on the top. And now we just got to deal with removing the bottom here. So I'm going to lift the hood up and see how I can remove the bottom ones. So on mine, all that it was holding on the bottom was that rivet piece right there, and when I tried to move it up a little bit, the head came off of it. So I'm gonna have to take that thread out that you see right in the middle there of the video. But basically, it only had that one rivet, and it's pretty much loose now. So obviously, that's not good because it's supposed to have more rivets holding it down. But oh well. And as I'm holding the rubber pieces, I mean, they're just coming off. So this is pretty bad condition, as you can tell. So I'm glad I'm doing this. Alright, so next step, we remove these two 10 millimeter bolts from the washer fluid reservoir. So that's pretty much going to be right there and right there. And it does start to move, but if you really want to get this whole thing loose, there's a final bolt down there, and you're going to have to use some long extensions or one really long extension to get down there, which I do have. So I'm going to do that quickly so I can get access to the hose right here and remove it. Alright, so I wiggled this piece out from the bottom, and you have to try not to keep this upright if this has a bunch of washer fluid, because I tried to do that and it instantly just came leaking out through here. So I'm just going to leave it at an angle until it's time to put the new one on. But basically, this whole piece is loose now, and we can now begin installing the new one here. I do want to point out that I also had to remove this connector so I could move it further along. So make sure to put that back in. And then what I just did right now is I put the nozzle on there, so I made sure it went in all the way and it's seated nicely. And now we're just going to put these the two 10mm bolts back, and then the bottom one down there. At this point you can do a bit of cleanup on here, so obviously there's going to be a lot of that dust and stuff, but I mainly just removed all the leaves and all those pieces, vegetation and all that sorts. So we got a nice surface here, and so there's nothing under there when you put in the new part. Alright, personally I took out this piece as well because there was a lot of gunk under there, and some of the clips on this, or I think one of the clips is missing. Some of them are kind of loose. I'm gonna see if I can try to order these pieces. If not, if it's better to just get this whole rubber gasket, I'll do so. But yeah, I'm gonna clean up a little bit here before putting the new part. Alright, so unfortunately, being the perfectionist that I am, I took the gasket piece here to the sink, and I pretty much just used soapy water and to clean that, and it looks pretty good now on both sides. And then also I took some shop towels with the alcohol wipe and pretty much just wiped down that whole surface there, so it looks pretty clean now. And it's not going to be 100%. I guess I could make it 100%, but I don't want to be out here all day, so I feel like this is a good stopping point. And now I'm going to put everything back together. Alright, so this turned out pretty sweet. I didn't have to remove this piece here for my aftermarket antenna. Just put it over, and all that looks pretty good. I noticed the clips, it doesn't feel like they go in all the way. Although it is, I can feel that it is seated and it's not going to go anywhere, but it's not really like a tight fit, I would say. But obviously, I mean, this isn't an OEM part. At the end of the day, this is a third party, so yeah, just keep that in mind. But yeah, we're going to put these clips, and there should be 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, and then we should be done here. And then just put your wiper arms on, and obviously with the reservoir, don't forget to put the 2 bolts, and then the very bottom bolt that you need an extension for. Also, if you disconnected the connector for the washer fluid, make sure to put that back in. Then obviously, most importantly, you don't want to forget to put in the line for it to suck up the reservoir. You want to make sure you put that in first, you know, and then you can start putting all this back, if that makes any sense. And then you can, you know, basically placing the cowl panel on there is going to be your last step. So yeah, this is the most important part right here. And don't forget to put this piece back on, because I almost forgot to put that back on. But should be done here, ready to rock and roll. And also, I'm actually glad that I did the tape method, because now I could see, obviously, you know, where it's supposed to go, or where it was before, so it made it a lot easier. And that is pretty much it, guys. This is a huge difference. I'm gonna try to do a before and after type thing on this segment here, but yeah. And also, don't forget to tighten those nuts right there, and don't tighten them too hard. And then after that, you can obviously just put your dust covers back on, and they go on really easily, actually. And we got the last one right here. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you learned something new, or learned how to install the cowl panel piece on the Chevy Colorado. Again, this is a 2011, so just keep that in mind. And yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. Feel free to check out my SoundCloud, which is in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Adios.